Your chest, yeah. And I'm looking a little. And let me just get a little. My lip gloss is popping. That was my song. We're here. Alright, I'm extra. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. Let's start there. Don't say sorry for being your authentic self. Now, if you're being a meanie bobini, then say sorry. Like, don't be a poopy face. But if you're just being silly and being yourself, don't apologize. Like, I'll do that sometimes. I'll like do something weird or like, I don't know. And I'll be like, oh, sorry. But it's like, what am I apologizing for? I'm just being me. And if you have a problem, that's not my problem. So same thing for you. Don't even worry about, like, just do you, boo-boo. And I know this is like a cliche saying, but I like this saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. And if you are a little silly goose, you'll eventually attract the other silly gooses out there. All right, let's get into it. What's up? Welcome to the Lyons Den. It is the very first episode of Lyons Den, and I'm so grateful and happy to be here with you. I just want to say thank you for joining me. This is just the very beginning of the journey. I've received, like I've said, many amazing topics to talk about, and today I have a few that'll be a little shorter, and then I have a few that'll take a little bit more time. So I wrote them down because, yeah. Wait, before I hop into this, let me remind you, today, the pre-order website launch is now up for the physical CDs. We're going a little nostalgic first, even though CDs, I mean, that wasn't that long ago, but still, I mean, everybody streams nowadays. It will come out on all platforms eventually, and that will be announced. However, today, the pre-orders for the CDs is released. Go check out the link below, and also on my Instagram at Nikkita_WWE. So go get that pre-order. Rough Cuts by FaithyJ. Repeat, Rough Cuts by FaithyJ. Okay, let's get into it. So one of the first things I saw was updates on the recovery. So recovery is going well. I am exactly 2 months and 3 weeks post surgery, and your girl's knees, they're doing well. It's kind of like this, just like everything in life, it's gonna be a little roller coaster. Progress, even if it's just a baby step, is still progress. Don't be so hard on yourself and put yourself in a timeline making you feel like you have to rush into completing your magic. You can't put a time limit on magic. And what I mean by magic is you becoming your best version. What I mean by magic is you remembering who the freak you are. So, recovery is going well. I am not yet running, not yet jumping, but I am squatting. And every day is leg day, and every day is everything day, actually. But, as far as recovery, I do BFR, which is that blood flow restriction device. It's a struggle, but it doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. Yes. Shout out to Charlotte Flair, because I saw that quote on her page, and ever since I saw it, I was like, wow, I love that. Recovery is going what? Recovery is going good. Thank you for asking. Next, I got many requests actually for the topic of balance, and specifically balance with work life, personal life, loving others and giving to others, loving and giving to yourself. Now, let me start here. You cannot give to others unless your cup is full. You cannot be your best version if you are on the inside struggling and being drained by your surroundings. So you need to unapologetically invest in yourself. And what I mean by invest is setting your boundaries, number one. Now, this could be something that's difficult to do. It was difficult for me for a long time because I want people, I want to make people happy. I want to help. And you can do that while also setting your healthy boundaries because people will keep pulling and taking everything that they can get until you're drained. So don't let that happen. Protect your peace. Listen to your body. Your intuition will literally, you'll feel it like physically, you'll start to feel sick. When you look in the mirror, I've experienced this. And one day we'll have an episode where I really dive more deep into this subject. But you know what? Why not just do it now? There was a time where I would look in the mirror, and this wasn't too long ago. This was probably 9 months ago to a year ago. I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize who I was. And I realized so much of that has to do with your surroundings, who you're surrounded by, what you're consuming, like what you're eating. I became pescatarian like 6 months ago just to try it. Don't get me wrong, I love my barbecue, I love my meat, but I had to see so I could take care of my body, so I could see if that was like affecting my health. So I cut certain people out of my life with love. You can release people with love. Again, you cannot be of any help to anybody, especially if they're the ones causing the hurt or causing you to be drained. And at that point, you have to make a decision. And it can be hard to do that, trust me. But at the end of the day, if you don't even recognize yourself or feel like yourself, or you're not doing things that fill your cup or make you happy because you're stressed out trying to make this other person or other people happy with their needs, and they just keep on, and there's the gaslighting and all the extras, you don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. We're out here working on becoming great. In fact, we are great. Words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. That's one of my favorite quotes. Because what we speak, we become. What we believe is what is. Now, I'm not saying, oh, toxic positivity. There's such thing as toxic positivity. No, we're human. Feel those feelings. Allow yourself to feel when you're angry, sad, whatever. Like, cry it out, boo. Because after you do that, then you can release it. Does that make sense? Let me get back on track. Get back on track. Forewarning for you guys. Is that a forewarning? How about just warning? Dang, why can't I think of that word? Dang. Disclaimer. That's what I'm looking for. Disclaimer. Your girl can sometimes get off track, meaning I will be talking about something and it'll spark another idea in my brain about something else, and then I'll go to that something else, and then I'll come back. I'll eventually circle back to what we were originally talking about, but I just wanted to tell you that because that's who I am, okay? That is who I am. And if you're like that too, welcome to the club of being distracted. Squirrel. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Balance. That's what I was talking about. Now, I am 24 years old. So in my 24 years, though I feel like I've been on this earth before, if you catch my drift. What was that? I'm ready to squabble wobble if you enter. I have an itch. Balance. Yay. All right, geez, this is what I'm talking about. Balance between work and personal. I feel that, of course, work is important. What a lot of people need to understand is if you're working on becoming an entrepreneur and working for yourself, you work more than you do for like a 9 to 5. You work 24/7 if you're working for yourself and becoming an entrepreneur, which is amazing to become your own boss. You're breaking out of the matrix. That's amazing. It's really having that balance of, again, listening to your body, listening, like sitting with yourself and being like, okay, what do I need right now? Right? What do I need to fulfill my cup so I can help fulfill my family's cup? You know, there are going to be times where it's going to be extremely busy for not only you, maybe, but also your wife, husband, children, whoever. Everybody's going to get busy, and it's not always going to be 50-50. Things are going to shift and constantly be moving and different all the time. But I think the balance comes from taking it one day at a time, taking it 1 minute at a time, and living in the moment. I think living in the moment is really, really crucial when it comes to balance. Because when we think about the past, we have that anxiety and like, oh, I should have done this. I wish this happened or whatever. When we think of the future, we also have anxiety of anticipation of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Is this going to happen? What does this person think? And blah, 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 blah. And we're humans. So we're all going to experience that. And that's 100% okay. However, we got to catch ourselves. We got to catch ourselves and be like, wait, wait, look at that tree over there. Like, not really, but I'm just saying, like, let's say you're outside. I'm not outside. That'd be cool if I had a tree in my apartment. Like, really soaking in that moment, looking at what's around you, soaking in that moment. Again, we're gonna have thoughts, we're gonna have feelings, we're gonna have those moments, and that's totally fine. But catch yourself and do your best to live in the moment. And that balance will eventually come naturally to you. And of course, getting what you need to get done for your work, getting what you need to get done to accomplish your goals, communication, like communication is so important. Asking what your family needs and vice versa, the balance of both parties or however many in your family talking, communicate. That would help with balance. Telling your wife or husband or boyfriend, girlfriend, children, whoever, like communicating how you're feeling and vice versa. I feel like that is a huge step and a big root to everything, really. And communicating with yourself. Communicating with yourself, listening to your body is a huge part of all of that. Your mental health is extremely important. This I will probably talk about in multiple episodes. It'll probably come back up because, like I said before, things spark other things in my brain to talk about. Mental health is extremely important, and I think doing activities that truly brings joy to you is super important. Doing things that set your soul, like gives it life. For me, it's painting sometimes, which shout out to my bestie Jakara Jackson. She's an amazing artist, and she has actually re-inspired my love for doing art. Although I'm learning, I'm not great at it. I'm more of an abstract artist right now. But when I was a little girl, I remember I used to love painting, and she's kind of sparked that back, and it brings me joy to do that. Making music, dancing, wrestling, working out. I love to go walk in some grass barefoot. That is called earthing. We can hop a little bit more into that in some future episodes, but I absolutely, absolutely love being in nature, because being in nature is the highest vibrational place that you can be in, and it's our connection. That sound of peace literally raises your frequency to its highest frequency if you just allow it. And again, catch yourself if you find yourself overthinking. I know overthinking can get the best of us sometimes. You're not alone if you overthink. I do it sometimes too. But I think just really finding what makes you feel good. It's simple, but it's not. Do what makes you feel good. In conclusion, really listen to yourself, listen to your intuition. Excuse me. Listen to your intuition, do what makes you happy, and just vibe. Live in the moment. Yes, feel your feelings like I said. We're all going to have those feelings. And negativity isn't necessarily bad. That's what brings the balance. You can't have light without darkness. And you can't have darkness without light, because then how do you know the difference without the other one? Live life. Live. So live your life. Hey. I love that song. Shout out to Riri. Okay. Live your life how you want to live your life. Do what brings you joy. Listen to yourself. Communicate with the people around you. Set those boundaries. Fill your cup. And whatever overflows out of your cup, that's what you give to other people. If you're feeling like your social battery is dead, if you're feeling like overwhelmed or any of that, simply communicate. It took me a while actually to really understand this. And now, like, if any of my friends call me, if my social battery is not full, I will literally say, "Hey girl, I'm so sorry. I'm exhausted right now, and I need to do my self-care things. Can I call you back tomorrow?" And here's the thing is, they understand because of that communication. Because everybody is going through something. And it's that understanding and compassion for one another as human beings, and being unafraid to speak your truth, living in love, spreading kindness is free. And you have to realize, for some people, it's easier to go towards that negativity and go towards like putting other people down, but realize that's because they're going through it internally. And it has nothing to do with you. Have compassion for people. And I know sometimes, like, you want to, right? But take that step back. Have that compassion. Communicate. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Find hobbies, healthy hobbies that spark you up. It takes one candle to light 1,000. So if you start with you, if you start within yourself, that love spreads to everyone else around you. And just imagine if the whole world did that. All right, my beautiful lions, lion pride in the lion's den. Thank you so much for tuning into the first episode. I look forward to many, many more. We have so many more things to talk about. This is the surface. Again, go check out that link down below for that new album pre-order drop. Love you so much. You feel this? Love through the phone? Bah! I just gave you some love right there. Go pass that love on. Go pass it on. We live in love over here and vibrate above any negativity or weird sleep. It's your girl, Nikkita Lyons. I'm grateful for you. Go live your best life, boo.